And I'm Jenny Milkowski in for Ginger Jeffries. Thank you for being here with us. Well, good morning to you. I'm Jenny Milkowski. And I'm Jenny Milkowski in for Ginger Jeffries. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Well, the California State University system will require all faculty, staff, and students to get a booster shot for the upcoming spring semester. The U.S. Army continues to crack down on unvaccinated soldiers. 6 officers. Well, the city's minimum wage, it's going up starting January 1st. Sanitation workers are back on the job today after a month-long strike has officially come to an end. Home prices are insanely high. Mortgage rates, well, those are now starting to rise. So what is a potential home buyer to do? In consumer news, gas prices here in San Diego. Oh, it's not the news you want to hear. They continue to rise. I want to know, did you see it? A Virginia school board member stormed out of a meeting after she was questioned by a parent regarding masks. That parent, Alicia Vaught, stood up and called out some members of the school board, calling them, quote, hypocrites. Joe Biden says he intends to run for re-election in 2024. In an interview with ABC News, the president says he plans on being on the ballot again. So this is a small, but what some researchers are calling promising study that recently found immunotherapy eradicated rectal cancer for patients. So what does this mean? People did not need surgery, they did not need radiation or chemo to get rid of their cancer. San Diego County Crime Stoppers are offering $1,000 if you have information on a suspect who set a Shelter Island business on fire. A group of 11 state lawmakers will propose a $400 gas rebate for Californians as the cost of gas continues to rise. Well, the pandemic kept so many people separated from each other, isolated, but it did bring a pair of unlikely friends pretty close together. More than 1 million Ukrainians have fled their country looking for somewhere safe. Hundreds of thousands more refugees continue to leave, with most of these Ukrainians flocking to nearby Poland for help. So with me now to let us know how we can help is the Director of International Growth for the Knights of Columbus, Szymon Krzyszek. Szymon, dzień dobry, dziękujemy. Czy dobry wieczór tam? Która godzina w Polsce?
Teraz jest 3:30.
So in Poland right now, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. It's an interesting thing to be reporting on something that does touch close to home, but this is one of those things I think that we don't need to be objective about. The couple that was killed together that left behind a 2-year-old son, Irene we called her, and Kevin McCarthy were actually close family friends, and Irene was my sister's best friend. So you can see them up on the screen there. Irene was only 35 years old, Kevin, her husband, 37. They were married just a couple years, I think until his last dying breath, protected his son Aiden and covered him with his body, and I think his son was able to feel his dad's last breath and knew he was protected. Apparently little Aiden wasn't even crying and was very calm, and he, so many strangers came and were helping and protecting him. So it's amazing, at least during this time, to see people coming together and trying to comfort one another and help. So paying the homeless to clean up our city, that's what a new pilot program wants to do. In fact, the program is paying $2 for each bag of trash. The goal to keep those encampments clean. So let's learn more about it, shall we? The Fashion Kind Foundation, that's helping to support women in recovery and help build their confidence, their self-esteem. How? Well, they're providing good quality clothing at no cost. The Redistricting Commission is looking for your input on how to redraw the council district line. So we've got Escondido City Clerk Zach Beck with me now. He's got details on how to get involved. I know it sounds very wordy. People are like, do I care? But this is a very, very important matter, right, Zach? But no women have actually held the top spot. So who are we going to talk to today? Chief Tamika Nelson, the first woman to ever lead the San Diego County Probation Department. He is a 5-time Paralympic medalist, and he also just so happens to be a double amputee. His name is Rudy Garcia Tolson. He's the first child that the Challenged Athletes Foundation worked with when he was just about 8 years old. So with me now, we've got Phil Pressel, who received a life-saving kidney, but that is just like a little fraction of your incredible story, Phil. First of all, thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
All right. Let the Christmas countdown commence. So we're still about 9 days away from Santa sneaking into your home, which sounds a little creepy, but San Diego has already been spreading the cheer. We've got Mayor of National City, Alejandra Sotelo Solis, with me now to talk about how her city is celebrating. Why are you here? If you're an escape artist, why are you choosing to sit here? I love it. I miss mornings. Does that make me like a weird masochistic person? But probably. I love waking up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably does, it makes you a little weird, but that's all right. You'll fit right in here.
At an age when some of us were just wrapping up potty training, one San Diegan was already shredding. That's snowboarding for those of us uncool people. Now, Carlsbad native Tessa Maud, only 18 years old, is about to make her debut at the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. Good morning to our very own Olympian, Tessa Maud. Iconic American country and gospel quartet, the Oak Ridge Boys. Guess what? They're celebrating the 40th anniversary of their hit tune, Elvira. So with me right now to chat about the anniversary, what are they up to now? I may ask him some personal questions, we'll see. Oak Ridge Boys bass singer Richard Sturban. Good morning to you, Richard. And there is a Chula Vista woman that has been sharing holiday magic on social media throughout this entire season, and she has reached more than 1 million people. And as you guessed it, her home is all decked out. So that's where KOSI's Teresa Sardina is live to give us a little look. Hey, Teresa. You know, Logan, when you're looking for a job, there's certain perks you look for. We want what? Paid time off, overtime, lunch breaks. But turns out that's not quite enough for some of us.
No.
We are just months away from the midterm elections, and I'm sure we're all sick of the political ads already, right?
Very much so. But this is...
I just shot up to attention there, as should you as well for this next story. C-Bot run, run bot run.
Really good, really
Thank you. Well, a Guinness World Speed Record now owned by a cutting-edge creation that's half insane bot and half Usain Bolt. Whoa, that is so pretty.
Beautiful.
I want to go outside. You got the rest of the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
go on,
Listen,
why not?
from a beautiful sunset to men's tidy whities that are apparently helping Delaware farmers keep their crops in check. I was driving in this morning and my visibility was severely reduced, and it's not because I didn't have my contacts in, it's because it was misty out there.
Didn't you drive to work the other day without your glasses?
Well, I walked out the door and I'm like, oh man, things look hazy. Oh, I forgot to put my contacts in. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Can I say it in a couple different languages?
Sure.
For all the people watching. Okay, in Polish, Szczęśliwego Dnia Matki. Szczęśliwego Dnia Matki. And then of course in Spanish, Feliz Dia de la Madre.
Yes.
What do you got?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mama's Day.
That's it. Yes, it is.
To the human mamas and then the ones that have the fur babies as well.
Yes.
Because you gotta scoop the poop, so you're a mom nonetheless. We hope, of course, you'll join us tonight for the KUSI News at 10 and 11. Until then, we've got the Beach Boys performing Little Saint Nick. Have a great night. Yeah, hopefully you're wearing your ugly sweater at home or maybe you're out tonight. We hope you will join us tonight for the KUSI News at 10 and 11. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. We appreciate you. Have a great